Hey guys, Nina here, welcoming you to another reading from the Ladies of Horror Picture Prompt Monthly Challenge, hosted by Elaine Pascale on her channel, The Godmother of Horror. If you'd like to read along or read previously published pieces, please visit spreadingthewritersword.com or ladiesofhorror.com. In the meanwhile, enjoy the reading.
Once a Queen by Donna J.W. Munro. Estella woke up wearing lamb chop jammies and clutching her favorite stuffed animal tight under her matched pink bedding. The bright sun streamed in through her second-story window, and the Estella part of her understood she needed to get up, put on her school clothes, brush her hair, and head down for breakfast as she did every morning. "Stella, breakfast," Mom called from the kitchen. Estella didn't move. She stared up at the bright white ceiling as the second part of her shifted and slid against the puzzle of her awakened consciousness. Usually it slotted into place and faded even before Estella had a chance to slide her feet into her kitten-shaped slippers for the morning trek to the bathroom. Not today. Her mind echoed with her knight's black armor clanking as they mounted their wraith steeds, and the bone horn's plaintive summons for all the ensouled dead to rise and join the fight against King Richard and his bright army marching on her holdings, spreading their damnable ideas of purity and justice as they cut down all her creatures and freed the thrall humans working in the bone pharaohs. Her heartbeat still raced as her tiny pink lips released the grimace she'd worn in that other place. She'd have to get up, but the thought of living her second-grade life, eating peanut butter, and going to gymnastics before chicken nuggets and a bubble bath seemed a little silly. Her creatures had unleashed the bog bats to spy on the incoming army, and she needed to go back to interpret the incoming image only she could see with her mind's eye. Even as she lay under a poster of Supergirl and Crypto the dog, she could still hear the whisperings of the undead crown, made from the bones of her mother in the other place. A mother Estella had killed with her own poison recipe. Her six-panel door swung open and Daddy came in, still tying his tie, dots of tissue paper over spots he cut raw on his face. "Come on, Princess, up and at 'em now." He was every inch a fool. If he'd been born in the other place, she'd either have used his skin as part of the shade sail that blocked out the sun over her castle, or he'd have been eaten as part of the stew she gave the dungeon-dwelling beasties that tormented her sisters, locked in cells made of dragon bones. "No, Daddy, my tummy doesn't feel so good. I want to stay home today, please." She made her voice as sweet and plaintive as a 1,000-year-old witch queen dreaming a suburban second-grader could manage. "Oh, precious girl." He put his wrist against her forehead and cheeks as Estella flooded her eyelashes at him. "I'll tell Mom you need some rest. Maybe later she'll bring you some crackers and Sprite, huh?" Estella nodded and said, "After lunchtime, Daddy, please. I just want to sleep a while." He nodded and pulled her comforter up around her shoulders and kissed her gently on her forehead. "Get well, baby." She murmured something like assent and began her slide back into the war zone of her kingdom, where her hordes awaited her pleasure with instruments and nightmare creatures that would prove quite impure and unjust for King Richard's army. In the place between sweet little Estella and Demon Queen Estella, dream or nightmare didn't matter. Estella always won, no matter where her soul dwelled.